Our top focus on the broadcast is Prime Minister Narendra Modi's fiery speech in the Rajya Sabha, where the Prime Minister spoke of third term ki guarantee. Just like his Lok Sabha speech, the Prime Minister was full of confidence about being voted back to power for a record third term. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said in his third term, his government will lay the foundation of a Vikasit Bharat or a developed India. And his government schemes for the poor and the backward to continue on top speed. He also launched a frontal attack on the Congress. But before that, let's get you the Prime Minister's vision for 2024 and for Vikasit Bharat.
आदरणीय सभापति जी, हमारी सरकार का तीसरा टर्म दूर नहीं है। कुछ लोग इसे मोदी 3.0 कहते हैं। मोदी 3.0 विकसित भारत की नींव को मजबूत करने के लिए पूरी शक्ति लगा देगी। आदरणीय सभापति जी, अगले 5 साल में भारत में डॉक्टरी की संख्या पहले की तुलना में अनेक गुना बढ़ेगी। मेडिकल कॉलेजों की संख्या बढ़ेगी। इस देश में इलाज बहुत सस्ता और सुलभ हो जाएगा। आदरणीय सभापति जी, अगले 5 साल में हर गरीब के घर में नल से जल का कनेक्शन होगा। आदरणीय सभापति जी, आने वाले 5 साल में उन गरीब को पीएम आवास जो देने हैं, एक भी वंचित नहीं रहे, इसका पक्का ख्याल रखा जाएगा। अगले 5 साल सोलर पावर से बिजली बिल जीरो। देश के कितने नागरिकों, करोड़ों नागरिकों को बिजली बिल जीरो। और ठीक अगर आयोजन करेंगे तो अपने घर पर बिजली बना करके बेच करके कमाई कर पाएंगे। ये अगले 5 साल का कार्यक्रम है। आदरणीय सभापति जी, अगले 5 साल देश में पाइप से गैस के कनेक्शन पूरे देश में नेटवर्क बनाने का भरपूर प्रयास किया जाएगा। सभापति जी, आने वाले 5 साल हमारी युवा शक्ति का दम पूरी दुनिया देखेगी। आप देखना आदरणीय सभापति जी, हमारे युवा स्टार्टअप्स, युवाओं के यूनिकॉर्न, इसकी संख्या लाखों में होने वाली है। और इतना ही नहीं, टियर 2, टियर 3 सिटी नए स्टार्टअप से उसकी एक नई पहचान के साथ उभरने वाला है। ये मैं 5 साल का चित्र मेरे सामने देख रहा हूं। आदरणीय सभापति जी, रिसर्च फंडिंग, उसकी वृद्धि का प्रभाव आप देखना। पिछले 7 दशक में जितने पेटेंट नहीं हुए हैं, उतने रिकॉर्ड पेटेंट फाइल होने का दिन आने वाले 5 साल में मैं देख रहा हूं। आदरणीय सभापति जी, आज मेरे मध्यम वर्ग के लाखों बच्चे विदेशों में पढ़ने के लिए चले जाते हैं। मैं वो स्थिति लाना चाहता हूं कि मेरे बच्चों के लाखों रुपए बच जाएं, मेरे देश के मध्यम वर्ग के सपने पूरे हो, बेस्ट यूनिवर्सिटी मेरे देश में हो, उच्चतम शिक्षा उनको मेरे देश में मिले और मेरे बच्चों का, उनके परिवार का पैसा बचे। उसलिए मैं कह रहा। आदरणीय सभापति जी, आने वाले 5 साल आप देख रहा, कोई भी इंटरनेशनल खेल की कंपटीशन ऐसी नहीं होगी जिसमें भारत का झंडे हर जगह बनना था। मैं देखने वाला हूं 5 साल खेल जगत के अंदर दुनिया में भारत के युवा की शक्ति की पहचान देने। आदरणीय सभापति जी, आने वाले 5 साल में भारत का पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट पूरी तरह ट्रांसफॉर्म होने वाला है। अगले 5 साल में गरीब और मिडिल क्लास को तेल और शानदार यात्रा की सुविधाएं बहुत आसानी से मिलने वाली है, तेज मिलने वाली है, पूरी ताकत से व्यवस्था होने वाली है। अगले 5 साल में देश बुलेट ट्रेन भी देखेगा और देश वंदे भारत ट्रेन का विस्तार भी देखेगा। आदरणीय सभापति जी, अगले 5 साल में आत्मनिर्भर भारत का अभियान नई ऊंचाई पर होगा। देश हर क्षेत्र में आत्मनिर्भर होता नजर आएगा। आदरणीय सभापति जी, आने वाले 5 साल में मेड इन इंडिया सेमीकंडक्टर दुनिया में हमारी गूंज होगी। इलेक्ट्रॉनिक हर गुड्स में वो चीप होगी जिसमें किसी न किसी भारतीय का पसीना होगा।
So the Prime Minister is laying out his vision for Bharat in the next 5 years and the roadmap for a Vikasit Bharat or a developed India by 2047. India Today's biggest and the best team of reporters now join me on this special broadcast. I have Mosmi Singh joining us from Parliament and I have Piyush Mishra joining us from 7 Lok Kalyan Marg. But before I come to India Today's team of reporters on ground, I also want our viewers to listen in to Prime Minister Narendra Modi taking a dig at the Congress party from Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru to Rahul Gandhi, also thanking Mallikarjun Kharge for the 400 par remark where the Prime Minister said he takes it as Mallikarjun Kharge's Ashirwad. He also took a jibe at the Congress party president about that he could muster courage to speak the truth. Listen in.
लेकिन एक बात खुशी की रही, उन्होंने जो 400 सीट एनडीए के लिए आशीर्वाद दिया है, और मैं अरविंद जी के इन आशीर्वाद को, आपके आशीर्वाद मेरे स्वराखों पर, अब आपको आशीर्वाद वापिस लेना तो ले सकते हैं, क्योंकि एक खबर तो आ गए हैं।
Now, in this build-up to the 2024 elections, politics at multiple levels, right outside Lok Kalyan Marg and in Parliament, Mosmi, the Prime Minister's attack from Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, insisting that he was anti-reservation, the party he claims is anti-OBC, to his attack on Rahul Gandhi, calling him a non-starter. Bring us what the Prime Minister hopes to achieve with this direct frontal attack.
See, Gaurav, we heard Prime Minister's speech in the Lok Sabha and now in the Rajya Sabha, a telling story of how the Prime Minister has been an excellent orator, taking the attack right to the doorstep and annihilating the entire opposition. And clearly in this time round, it hasn't been the opposition under attack. It has been specifically the Congress party. In Lok Sabha, the Prime Minister painted the Congress as a hopeless party, which was in slow motion. But when it came to Rajya Sabha, and in the Lok Sabha, he mentioned Nehru and Indira Gandhi. But this time round, he didn't repeat all those charges. His speech had a novelty factor to it. It wasn't repetitive of what he'd said in the Lok Sabha. It was also realizing the fact that it was his last speech in his entire tenure in the Parliament. So he also laid out threadbare what he's going to do in the next 5 years. But the most telling fact is that he quoted 2 prime ministers. One was Nehru, really driving a wedge through the entire attack and tirade of the opposition and specifically the Congress, that the Modi government was anti-Dalit, Modi government was anti-OBC, saying that it was Nehru who was anti-Dalit, it was Nehru who was anti-reservation, and had it not been for B.R. Ambedkar, the Dalits wouldn't have ever got their space as far as, reservation and their place in the constitution, and also the tribals. He went at length saying that even calling out, without naming Sam Petroda, that there were leaders who were demeaning the President of India, who was a tribal leader. So Dalit, tribals, the BPL, the poorest of the poor, Prime Minister reaching out to them, and yet again a sharp attack on Rahul Gandhi, mentioning Rahul Gandhi and saying that the party is visionless, the Congress is outdated, and you have leaders who take suggestions from people in America who are close to the family, and saying that the startup is never going to start, calling Rahul Gandhi's startup a startup which never gets launched. So clearly, Prime Minister juxtaposed the BJP, the Modi government as a doer, and the Congress party as a party that is completely outdated and expired.
Okay, stay with me, Mosmi. Sam Petroda was in the line of fire for also what the Prime Minister said was demeaning the father of our constitution, Baba Saheb Bhimrao Ambedkar, and the framer of the constitution. But let me also bring in Piyush for the political track that's on simultaneously. We are told Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar is meeting the Prime Minister. He's also scheduled to meet both JP Nadda and the Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Seeks a special package for Bengal. But apart from Bihar, and Bihar extremely crucial for 2024 elections, there's also talk of RLD, TDP, several AIA, DMK leaders, crossing over and joining the BJP. So it's a big push that the BJP is also making politically, Piyush.
Well, certainly, Gaurav, and now we are hearing from our sources that BJP is in touch with multiple regional players, be it about RLD or about TDP or about few regional players there in South. We also spoke to K. Annamrai, BJP president from Tamil Nadu. He told us today that BJP is very much ready to welcome each and every constituent who wants to work for the development of the nation, who wants to work in the visionary leadership of PM Narendra Modi. So BJP is now in election mode, complete election mode, and after Prime Minister's speech in Lok Sabha today, it certainly kickstarts BJP's campaign for 2024 Lok Sabha elections. Like you rightly mentioned that yes, Nitish Kumar has met with PM Narendra Modi. He has held 50 to 20 minutes meeting with Prime Minister. Now he's heading to meet with Amit Shah. Then he will be meeting with BJP's National President JP Nadda. It's his first ever visit after once again joining hands with NDA. And Bihar becomes very crucial for Bharatiya Janata Party because Nitish Kumar was the orchestrator.
Oh, absolutely. Let me quickly bring in Mosmi on this before I get you more about the Prime Minister's frontal attack on the Congress party from Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru to Rahul Gandhi and his jibe at Mallikarjun Kharge. But Mosmi, how is the opposition alliance looking at this? Because when the Prime Minister launches his attack on the Congress party or the opposition alliance, he actually says the challenge that comes from Bengal, where they say, will you even reach the 40 mark with Nitish Kumar now joining the NDA with talk of Telugu Desam Party or RLD or AIA DMK MLAs crossing over or leaders crossing over? Where does this leave the opposition in the alliance?
So Gaurav, clearly, the chips are falling and they're falling thick and fast, and Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra is turning out to be a huge debacle, contrary to his Bharat Jodo Yatra Part 1 that actually made led to a huge image makeover of Rahul Gandhi, him being a 24/7 politician reaching out to the public. So that point there, and secondly, with the news that doing the rounds that the RLD was almost, the deal with the RLD was almost final, and RLD was being treated shabbily with by the Samajwadi Party. Yet another speed breaker for Rahul Gandhi when he comes to Uttar Pradesh, another alliance partner switching over. So the entire unity of the India bloc here, Gaurav, with Prime Minister meeting Nitish Kumar has been smashed into smithereens clearly, with Mamta Banerjee very upset and angry, Nitish Kumar joining the rank and file of the NDA, and Jayant Chaudhary ready to take a cabinet berth that is being speculated over. So I think that the India bloc really needs some miracle to happen to put up a formidable fight and in fact improve its credibility as far as the opinion in the public at large is concerned.
Okay, and we'll talk about that in greater detail. That's a very interesting point to make, Mosmi, that there's a huge difference between the Bharat Jodo Yatra of Rahul Gandhi and the Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra. So what's changed between the south to north Yatra from then to the east to west Yatra of Rahul Gandhi? We'll talk about that in greater detail. But the Prime Minister hit out at the Congress party once again in that fiery speech in Rajya Sabha. This was a no-holds-barred attack on the Congress. The Prime Minister accused the party not just of being anti-development, anti-reservation, anti-backward classes. He accused the Congress party of being responsible for spreading negativity by creating a false narrative around public sector undertakings like the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and the Life Insurance Corporation. The Prime Minister said it was the Congress party that had put India in a financial mess and that it was his government. And he asked people to compare the 10 years of UPA when under Dr. Manmohan Singh, India was in the fragile five, to the NDA era under Prime Minister Narendra Modi, where India is poised to be the third largest economy, is already the fifth largest economy. Listen in.
आदरणीय सभापति जी, सबका साथ सबका विकास ये नारा नहीं है, ये मोदी की गारंटी है। और जब इतने सारे काम करते हैं, मान लीजिए किसी ने कविता लिख करके भेजी थी, कविता तो बड़ी लंबी है, तो उसमें एक वाक्य है, मोदी की गारंटी का दौर है, मोदी की गारंटी का दौर है, नए भारत की भोर, नए भारत की भोर, आउट ऑफ वारंटी चल रही दुकानें, आउट ऑफ वारंटी चल रही दुकानें, खोजे अपनी ठोर। आदरणीय सभापति जी, किस प्रकार से देश में निराशा फैलाने का प्रयास, मैं ये तो समझता हूं, जो लोग इतनी निराशा की गर्त में डूब चुके हैं, वैसे निराशा फैलाने का उनका सामर्थ्य भी बचा नहीं है, वो भी सामर्थ्य नहीं बचा। आशा का तो संचार कर ही नहीं सकते, जो खुद निराशा में डूबे उनसे आशा है। लेकिन देश में हर जगह जहां बैठो वहां निराशा 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 फैलाने का जो खेल चल रहा है और सच्चाई को नकार करके हो रहा है, वो न खुद का भला कर पाएंगे न देश का भला कर पाएंगे। आदरणीय सभापति जी, हर बार एक ही गाना गाया जाता है, समाज के कुछ वर्गों को भड़काने के लिए बिना हकीकतों को ऐसे वाक्य बोल दिए जाते हैं। मैं जरा देश के सामने कुछ हकीकत बोलना चाहता हूं और मुझे विश्वास है मीडिया इस ऐसे विषयों पर जरा डिबेट कर ले ताकि पता चले। SC, ST, OBC उनको बड़ी भागीदारी लेने में कांग्रेस और साथियों को हमेशा परेशानी रही है। बाबा साहब की राजनीति को, बाबा साहब के विचारों को खत्म करने के लिए कोई कसर उन्होंने छोड़ी नहीं है। वक्तव्य अवेलेबल है, चुनाव में क्या क्या बोला गया वो भी अवेलेबल है। इनको भारत रत्न भी देने की तैयारी नहीं थी, वो भी भाजपा के समर्थन से और सरकार बनी, तब बाबा साहब को भारत। इतना ही नहीं, सीताराम केसरी अति पिछड़ी जाति से कांग्रेस पार्टी के अध्यक्ष उठा करके फुटपाथ पर फेंक दिया गया। ओबीसी, वो वीडियो अवेलेबल है, वो देश ने देखा सीताराम केसरी के साथ क्या हुआ। और आदरणीय सभापति जी, इनके एक मार्गदर्शक अमेरिका में बैठे। सभापति जी, इनके एक मार्गदर्शक अमेरिका में बैठे।
सर, ओनली द एड्रेस विल गो ऑन रिकॉर्ड।
जो
ओनली एड्रेस, नो।
पिछले चुनाव में हुआ तो हुआ के लिए फेमस हो गए थे और कांग्रेस इस परिवार के काफी करीबी है। उन्होंने अभी संविधान निर्माता बाबा साहब आंबेडकर के उनके योगदान को छोटा करने का भरपूर प्रयास।
I want to once again bring in Mosmi Singh and Piyush Mishra. Both are stellar reporters tracking the story very closely. Mosmi, the Prime Minister, laid out his vision for Modi 3.0, where he talks about healthcare, cheaper healthcare, better education, tourism, nanotechnology in agriculture. He has all these points he's laying out. What is the Congress's vision for voters for 2024, point 1, and point 2, that very interesting point you made. What's the difference between Rahul Gandhi's Nyaya Yatra south to north and Bharat Jodo Yatra east to west?
You aptly said, Gaurav, that look at the Prime Minister. You know, he goes on in his speech in the Rajya Sabha saying that Modi 3.0 is going to do this. And he elaborates on the achievements of his government and says that we are going to expedite the entire process. So he's directly reaching out to the people saying we are going to continue these policies. It was almost as if he was making the first speech in the new parliament post-elections, in the parliament post-elections in Modi 3.0, that we are going to do all this, and the elections had already happened and they'd already won. It was almost like this. That is the level of confidence that PM oozed out in his speech. And clearly, as far as Rahul Gandhi is concerned, even in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, a couple of times PM referred to Rahul Gandhi and his yatra without naming both the yatra or the leader, saying he is busy elsewhere. So Manoranjan is bari Kharge ji ne kiya. So look at the way that the entire speech has been planned, and the way the Prime Minister one by one, layer by layer, launched his attack on the Congress from caste to the brand Rahul Gandhi, how the entire brand was a non-startup, and how he was missing in action, and how Malika, and even raking up that issue about Ab Ki Baar 400 Par. So clearly, and with the fact that, you mentioned about the Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra, Piyush is standing at 7 Lok Kalyan Marg. Nitish Kumar is there. A few months back, he had started up this entire India bloc in the Patna rally, in Patna, and
yes,
clearly he was supposed to be the Sutradhar. The Sutradhar has switched over to the opposite side. So look, the kind of dent one by one, and Rahul Gandhi, and even Prime Minister again reiterated the Yuvraj word for Rahul Gandhi. So the Yuvraj startup is a non-starter. So, thereby recalling Rahul Gandhi's image as, the entitled one, the Namdar versus the Kamdar. Clearly, the Prime Minister knew that this is like a huge opportunity to reach out to the 125 crore ki abadi, and he made a typical election speech.
Stay with me, Mosmi. Piyush, Nitish Kumar was seen as the likely convener of the opposition alliance, and many times it was said that's almost happening. That did not happen, and he switched sides. Mamta Banerjee is very angry. We're told that she's actually mocked the Congress, saying, will you be able to even retain 40 seats this time? But one by one, what's happening in the opposition alliance, and what is the NDA roadmap? Because Bihar becomes extremely crucial. What are Nitish Kumar and Prime Minister Modi, or Nitish Kumar and JP Nadda and Amit Shah talking about?
Well, Gaurav, a couple of minutes back, the meeting between Nitish Kumar and Prime Minister Narendra Modi came to an end. What we are now given to understand is that Nitish Kumar was here to discuss about the expansion of Bihar government, Bihar cabinet. He was also here to seek some special package for the development of Bihar. If you talk about NDA's roadmap, the agenda has already been set by Prime Minister, Ab Ki Baar 400 Par. And for that, what we are hearing is that BJP leaders have already started working. We are already seeing as to how they are in touch with a few regional players, be it about Chandrababu Naidu or about Jayant Chaudhary, and the work is going on that particular front. If you talk about Nitish Kumar, he is going to be the important player as far as Bihar is concerned, because the leaders from BJP have told us multiple times that they had some fears of Lalu and Nitish fighting for the first time Lok Sabha elections, and that could have somewhere dent the BJP there in the state. And Nitish switching over the side and running NDA is certainly going to give a huge boost.
That's a very interesting picture that we are putting out. The first meeting between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar after Nitish Kumar joined the NDA, and he's seeking a special package for Bihar, and this meeting is extremely crucial, as Piyush and Mosmi are just telling us. Nitish Kumar meeting Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Remember, he'd walked out of the NDA alliance ahead of 2014 elections when Narendra Modi was declared as the NDA face or the BJP face to be the prime ministerial candidate. 10 years later, he's back in the fold, and this meeting becomes extremely crucial. He's also meeting the Bihar Chief Minister, seeking a special package for Bihar. He's also meeting the BJP President JP Nadda and the Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Mosmi, this picture on India Today, Prime Minister Narendra Modi meeting the Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar at 7 Lok Kalyan Marg, clearly would sap morale. Would it sap morale in the opposition alliance?
Gaurav, all that glitters is not gold. Often is that story told. A few months back, the India alliance was looking formidable, and there was a lot of pressure on the BJP. The India alliance was talking about how all the partners of the BJP have deserted the BJP, and the BJP didn't treat their alliances well. And yet again, the tide has changed. So that's how, this is a complete political potboiler, the 2024 elections. Yet again, with this switchover, I think this is the turning point came when the drubbing in the assembly elections really, sunk the morale of the Congress party. And the second big turning point was Nitish switching over. But if I say that the India bloc leaders didn't know that, our sources do tell us that they anticipated that Nitish was not really sure about sticking around, and he was more about being declared the convener, and the more he was kept waiting, the more chances grew that he would switch sides. But clearly, the question really is that has the damage been done, or the Congress party has been able to curtail the damage? The elections are close on the heels. You have the Prime Minister, yes, making a very sharp attack on the Congress party, and Rahul Gandhi is missing in action in the Lok Sabha. He's on a yatra, and while the question really is, should the Congress leader be here planning and strategizing, trying to woo in other players, while the Prime Minister and the BJP is working overtime, breaking the
Keep tracking that story. Mosmi and Piyush for joining me here on this India Today special broadcast. Many thanks.